Good afternoon and good evening. Happy Halloween to everybody. Welcome back to Amazing ATS, where a real trucker meets the virtual roads. Hope you guys are having a good Halloween and a good week so far. And as you can tell here on the screen, we did bring out the Mack Pinnacle today. David, Randy, Jim, Dub, what's going on today, guys? And as you can tell by the trailer, we are going to be running a skateboard. Now, this is the Prestige flatbed behind us. We do have a load of cables on that you can already see. Hey, Bob, how's it going? And underneath the hood today, we are running an MP8. This is a Mack engine, of course, but the sound is going to be courtesy of Slab Jerry. It is a straight pipe sound for the Mack, and that also works on the Anthem. And right now, I am sitting here in Columbus, Nebraska. Our run today is taking us all the way over to the Dales in Oregon. 1,467 miles to go. We've got our full drive time, so without any further waiting, let's climb into the truck, get her fired up, and let's do some trucking.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
Now, the interior mod that we're running today is from MMB, so that is why we are seeing a shifter and why we've also got a split windshield. Hopefully tomorrow. I was hoping it would be today, but I'm thinking now, since we didn't get today, we're hopefully tomorrow, since we did get the LA and the San Diego blog yesterday. And that was my shifter being stupid. I don't know why it does that. And we need some light on that dashboard. I could barely see it, so I guess we're going to be running with my headlights on all day. Now, one thing that you are going to notice is we've got the black Anthem rims on the Pinnacle today. There is a mod on TrackIR by Billy Bone in order to bring the black Anthem rims to all the trucks. And if we move to the trailer, we're going to see we've got, and those are just painted rims that I have on the back, since the black Anthem rims are not available for the trailer. And this load of cables, if you guys are also wondering, if you run the drop deck, you will have the old 2 big reels of cables. In order to get all these individual runs, you do want to have a flatbed. I can say that I am, after seeing the LA and San Diego blog yesterday, I am quite excited to drive through those areas, basically from Bakersfield South in 153. It is going to be awesome. And basically, we do have confirmation that Carlsbad is gone. I mentioned that in the last stream. Okay, good thing I looked, because otherwise we would have been running into Mr. Trans Am there. Okay, thank you there, Mr. Cadillac. And more so, the streamer, aka driver, was being a moron.
Keep to the left, and then turn left.
Now, a couple of other things that you guys are going to be noticing on the stream today is the dashboard computer in front of us. There is a mod on Steam from Nature Keeper. That's the dashboard from the Mac Anthem. I just went in and added compatibility for the Anthem, and the same thing for the GPS. That is the one by Diamond, which is D-I-M-A-N, and that one is for a lot of the base trucks. There was no compatibility for the Pinnacle. I went in and added that on my own. I am not going to tell you guys how to do that. Hopefully those mod authors will update on their own soon.
Keep to the right, and then turn right.
And also a little bit of news when it comes to MLH's Real Company mod. I did give him a little poke the other day about getting the scales at the truck stops changed to cat scales. Apparently he thought that it was going to be a pain in the butt, but he did say it was a whole lot easier than what he had expected. So those AMBEST scales, or whatever the heck they are currently, are now going to be cat scales in the next update of the Real Companies, billboards, and traffic. Well, he includes traffic, but yeah, Real Company billboard mod. With 153, we're going to get some smooth camera and movement, which is already in the 153 open beta for ETS2. We're getting the Phase 4 California rework, and I wonder if there's anything else that is coming, like the rest of the T680 Next Gen. That's it. Real Companies, gas station, and billboard. Thank you, Randy. Hey, Junior, happy Halloween to you. I really wish the AI traffic would just not stop in the middle of the interstate like this. Red car, that's your fault for being in the hammer lane and it's closing. I'm not letting you in. You know, what I think is going to happen here also is that Greece for ETS2 is going to be released before Missouri. So I can see Greece happening towards the end of November, early December, and either the second week in December or the third week before SES goes on their Christmas break is when we are going to get Missouri. No, Daniel's random event mod does have bumps in the road. You'll see like patches of asphalt, and that's what that is. Like right there in the left lane, that if I drove over that, we would be having a little bit of jitter on the steering wheel. Thank you, Nebraska. That's because those patches are part of Daniel's random events. And that is fully updated for 152. No more need to go in and remove a folder. Dan has taken care of that. Hey, Clintus, we are running one by D. Goldhaber. It's a... Let me just show you right which one that I am using here, since I can do this. So if you type in truck traffic, it's this one right here. Well, let me get rid of that. It's the Truck and Trailers Traffic Project by D. Goldhaber. And this will give you all the real company skins for the trucks. Not a problem. Oh, this is like the most boringest view in the game. It's from the top of the cabin. We can't even see anything. So, yeah, we'll go back to interior. Yeah, this 505, as you can see here, we're from the 3,870 miles that I ran, we're only averaging 5.4 miles to a gallon. This 505 with an 18 speed is not very economical on diesel. The Mack Anthem is the same way, and I am not sure why. And yes, I know the speed limit is 75. I've got my cruise at 68, and there is a very good reason for that. I don't feel like driving 75 miles an hour. 68 is fine, but if we go 75, who knows what the heck's going to happen. My reaction time is a little bit slower. The game moves a whole lot faster. It's awesome like a possum, David. The only downside of doing this is we get passed by Swift. Bob's probably laughing that his ice cream truck over there got in an accident. And whoops, I think we kind of hit a four-wheeler. I didn't do it. Oh, you're keeping track now, Randy, huh? You know, it makes me wonder, with California basically being done in phase 4 on the rework, are we going to get any hints as to the next rework? And the consensus that I've seen on the SCS forums is Northern Nevada. I-80 really needs to be redone, and I completely agree with everyone who is saying that. It is so unrealistic the way it currently is. And I can also, they should add a city between Winnemucca and Elko, and that city should be Battle Mountain. I can see Jackpot going bye-bye and maybe them putting in McDermott or something like that. Or they'll leave Jackpot there. Who knows? And also, in regards to these arcades, quote-unquote arcades that are popping up all over the place. The reason for that is the game's PEGI 3 plus rating. So, PEGI is kind of like the ESRB of Europe if you want to get really technical. And they really look down upon casinos and things like that, so that's why we're getting arcades. But there's been a lot of feedback lately about changing arcade to resort. And I think resort fits a whole lot better than arcade. Can you imagine going through Las Vegas and seeing everything as an arcade? To me, that would look absolutely horrible, but if they use resort, that's a little bit better. But Alex, aka London Lad, who is one of the community managers, has passed along that feedback to the development team to see if anything can be done about that in the future. But maybe they will not do anything with Las Vegas if they do rework Nevada. And the reason for that, everybody knows that Las Vegas is, like, there's casinos everywhere, throughout the entire state, actually. But that's what Las Vegas is known for, is the casinos. They're not known for anything else but that. Even Harry Reid Airport in Las Vegas. What's the first thing that you see when you get off the plane and you get out into the main terminal? Slot machines. But one thing that should happen is, I don't remember if they do have the Tropicana modeled in the game in Las Vegas, but if they do, that no longer exists in real life. Take out the Tropicana, put in the Speare if they can. Hey, Dustin. I've been to the airport. I've been to Las Vegas a couple of times, but I drove from Pennsylvania out to there. But we did have guys that flew out to Vegas who we were meeting, so I did have to go to the airport to pick him up. At that time, it was it was McCarran International Airport, not Harry Reid. Hey, Cannibal, how's it going today? All right, we've got just over 2.5 hours to drive, so we're going to keep looking for a place to stop for the night. Chances are that's probably going to be right around, what do I mean? Yeah, I don't think we can probably get to Rollins, but yeah, we're probably going to end up stopping right here. So I'll just tag that place, and 108 miles, perfect. That's definitely 2 hours.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
So I'm not a real YouTuber, Dustin? Hey, Richard, how's it going today? Yeah, but again, Dustin, I do not do this for money. The ones who try to make a living out of this, I mean, they've got way bigger followings than what I do. I play the game for fun, plain and simple. Hey, Mr. C, how's it going? Oh, really, Bus? You really had to do that, didn't you? You moron. And it's more so the truck exiting. It's like, oh, hey, let's do 60 and slam on my brakes to 30 to go into the exit ramp. I was being nice. I could have slammed into him, but I didn't. Last thing I need is damage on the truck. Oh, that's what I call a slowdown and gawk scene. Well, we do in Convoy too, Randy. I don't care about Convoy. It's, I mean, for this profile and what I do here on the stream, yeah, I took out no damage. Man, what's wrong with the hammer lane today, too? Bob has taught you so well, Randy. I don't. Testing and driving is bad.
To the right. And then take the exit on the right.
I don't know why I called those ambest, but yeah, whatever those scales are, ace is what they are. Yeah, those are going bye-bye. They're not. Those A scales are being changed to cat scales to reflect real life. Give me 1 second here. Something changed on my keys and buttons. There we go. I must have hit the number 1 on my game and paused it, which is why nothing was happening. Oops. And yeah, I'm not sure if I would use ratchet straps to hold down these. Yes, they got the wood there, but I would probably go with snap binders instead. Okay, and let's reset that because otherwise it's going to keep routing us back to there.
Please proceed to the highlighted route. Apparently it is working, David. I did message Drive Safely about it. Nothing has changed on his side, but I mean, he had mentioned something about the drivers quote-unquote taking a break. 2 hours seems quite a long time to me. just over a half a tank, Dustin. Yeah, so am I, Riley. Fingers crossed the open beta starts tomorrow. Yeah, it's on Sesame Street. Oh man, these AI drivers are trying to kill me today. I'm almost sure of it. Oh, look at that in the mirrors. We got the sun coming up behind us. You guys know what's coming up right here, right? Yep, echo check. It's working gloriously. Oh, we don't need fuel, but right there is Little America. Yeah, fingers and toes crossed, Riley, because if it is when I get up in the morning, I am going to be trucking all day long on my open beta profile.
Resumed.
Uh-oh. Red in the morning, sailors take warning. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Speaking from experience there, Randy? Uh-oh, my favorite chicken coop, Echo. Do we get pulled in? Oh my goodness, what the hell is going on? We didn't get stopped at Echo.
To the right.
Really, four-wheeler? You get the Moron of the Day award. But yet, I hand those out left and right all day long, too. It's at like 63%. And I'll pull it up. I'll show you guys. I don't run that full out. Yeah, 60% is where I run that. It's not overly high. I believe that probably has something to do with Daniel's random events. We might want to turn that down a little bit, but I'm not doing it right now. It's definitely not going to be on Saturday, Riley. If we do get the open beta, it is going to be tomorrow. And if we don't get it tomorrow, then it's going to be next week.
Resumed.
Yep, and then also some camera smoothing also, Riley, is going to be in there. I don't know. And then, as I mentioned earlier, fingers crossed we'll get the rest of the T680 next gen update. And I'm curious what they're going to reveal on the Christmas stream this year. That's normally the big stream to where they do quite a few teasers. And definitely DX12 is out for this year. We're not getting it. And hopefully that was planned for next year. But then last year, Pavel was hoping it was going to be this year. So who knows when we're actually going to get it. I'm curious how the 579 next gen is going to turn out. And I did buy John Ruta's 579 earlier today, and I am not running it, not because I didn't want to. It's more so that, and I don't mind running John Ruta's mods, but not everybody can afford them either. But then I only paid $25 for the truck though too, since he is having a sale using the code Halloween. And for those who do run John Ruta mods and don't keep track of what's going on, earlier this week there were some updates to all of the trucks, but then over the course of the past several days there have been things found out on the 389 glider. So there was another micro update for the 389 this morning. So that 389 glider version is now 6.6.2. Now, one thing I do want to check out with Phase 4 of the California rework is the Grapevine. Did they do that proper justice? Because right now, 152 prior, it looks nothing close to what Grapevine really is. Why, Idaho? I am not overweight.
Navigation resumed.
See you later, Randy. Hopefully you feel better soon. All right, now that we're getting closer to a quarter tank, we are gonna, when we stop for the night, we are gonna get some go-go juice. And we've got about 3 hours left to drive, a little more than that. Load is due by 4:49. Okay. And the reason I'm looking at it for that is for something specific. Brakes. Woo-hoo-hoo. We didn't hit anybody. Thank goodness. The reason I'm going to do that is we're going to get fuel. We're going to go find a place to park, but I'm also going to move the time forward so it will be morning when we get up and not drive all night long in the dark. And I think I know right where I'm going to sleep for the night, and it's right outside of Boise. How's it going today, Rashim? Yeah, I've been hearing that a lot lately, and with SCS having the dev console kits, it does seem like that it is going to be coming out to consoles. And we got a flying hook, so we're probably going to pull in right here in Mountain Home.
Navigation resumed. Navigation resumed.
All right, let's see if this flatbed driver knows how to back up his trailer today. And I'm going in the back row here is where I'm going. All right, and how many more miles do I have to go? It's not going to tell me because we're in here. Just trying to think here. That says 546, but that routes us back around this way. I think we're down around 400, so I'm going to leave us about 8 hours or so. I'm going to move my time forward to, say, we're going to sleep 10 hours. Let's get up at 7 in the morning. So we're going to go to 2100. Okay, 9 o'clock. Perfect. And how about that? Good morning. Yeah, again, I don't like ratchet straps on there. At least they do have these loaded properly, which is suicide. All right, drivers, you ready to hit the road?
Navigation resumed.
It is a beautiful morning. 65 degrees, nice and bright sunshine. Oh, I thought that truck up there was going to take a little bit to speed up. Apparently not. He mashed his motor. Welcome to Oregon, and in just a little bit here, we're going to be going up over Cabbage Hill. And then down the other side, but I'm not sure which is harder, going up or going down. Because the road is tricky, it's a lot of S-turns. Oh, I take it you've been over Cabbage Hill in real life, Jim? I guess we're kind of lucky to have it as easy, well, not really not easy, much simpler in the game then is a better way to phrase it, I guess. If I remember correctly, I know there's a chicken coop on the other side. I'm not sure if there's one going westbound. I don't believe there is, but please don't quote me on that. I have it and enabled their drive safely. Not one CB radio report for bear reporting. And what I'll do here is, now that you're here, and I don't know if you can tell that I have it enabled or not already, but I'm going to do this. And I believe that shut it off. That should turn it back on, and then we go back to this. Now that sign back there said 6% grade. That doesn't sound like a whole lot, but to a truck that weighs 70,000 pounds like we are, it is a ton of weight that is pushing you.
Navigation resumed.
Now it's working. That's the first one today. What I did when I started this particular session is in the game title screen, I went to options and did that, and then loaded in, had nothing. So when you came in and that's when I redid that, then it worked. So I'm not sure what's going on. I normally do that when I first launch the game, Mr. C, and before the stream even starts. Alright, with as many random events that I've got today, I believe I'm going to cut that down from that 60% that I'm running, probably down to like 35, 40. Just way too many of them today. Really, Knight? You're just gonna hop into the hammer lane and get the heck out of my way. Thank you, driver. I do appreciate it. But you, sir, you get a moron award. Hey Zay, how's it going? We're going up here to the Dales today. Oh, you went a little too fast, Coda. And that right there in front of us is Mount Hood.
Keep to the right, and then take the exit on the right.
And if we have to do the double blindside down there at Rail Export, we are going to do that today. Rail Export, BNSF, same thing.
In 650 feet, turn right.
We started over in Columbus, Nebraska.
You have arrived at your destination.
Oh, we don't have the double blind side. We have the easier one. Okay. Still not that big of a deal. We can do it. Now, what I am going to do here is I'm going to position myself. So instead of going over here and then trying to back up, I am going to, since there's no trailers here, we're going to flip a U-turn and then we'll back into our spot. Now, the only reason why this one is a little tricky is you've got those K-rails right on the edge. So if you don't get in here straight right away, you do have to do a pull-up, but that pull-up can be kind of tricky though too, depending on where your trailer is at and what the position of your truck is. Like, see what I did here? You can already see I'm going to need to do a pull-up, and I do not like where my trailer is sitting. So let's go ahead and fix that. And we're going to have to do another one, but we're going to pull straight forward on this one. $1,467 miles, and we got paid $113,000. Yeah, that's a little on the extreme side. But that's what makes this game economy so easy, is that I'm not running any economy mods. That was an SCS load. Now, in real life, 1,400 miles, 37 pounds, 37,000 pounds, you're probably looking at an owner-operator somewhere around anywhere from like $2,750 to $3,000, so about $1.50 a mile. By the time you take your expenses out of that, you're probably down around $1 a mile. Alright, but that is where I'm going to be calling it quits here for today. I do want to thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy the stream, make sure that you leave a thumbs up, and if you didn't, leave a thumbs down, because all feedback is important. If you liked what you saw and you're already not subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. It is absolutely free. Have a great rest of your Thursdays. And if the open beta comes out tomorrow, we will be on the open beta for Sundays or for trucking. So make sure you guys keep that shiny side up, and we'll catch you on the flip-flop.